Hey guys, it's Emma, and as you might have seen from my last video, last week was really rough, and the week before that. I have just been going through it, and let me tell you, this week totally made up for it, which is why I want to talk about something positive today. I passed my CNA state exam, which is a huge thing for me. I'm very happy about that, which means I can be a nursing assistant. So awesome. And then I also got approved for the job I have now to transfer down to where I'm moving in like 2 weeks. I don't want to give too much information, but I am going to be living by the beach and I am so excited. Now, because I'm moving 2 hours away, I am learning that I am going to be away from most of the people that I love, and that is really hard for me. If you guys might have seen, I've been hinting that I lost something very important to me a couple months ago, and it has been a journey for me to heal, and it has been a thing where it's not something that is gone, but is something that is temporarily not here because of issues that need to be changed. And it was really hard because it wasn't something that I felt was necessary until after the fact, and it was just really hard. I was grieving a lot, and I realized though that with that time apart from this person, things were so different in a good way. And while I will say, and I think some people feel this way, it is my favorite thing to be in a point in a relationship where you are comfortable and you are secure with a person. But with that sometimes comes the fact that issues rise and they aren't resolved before that comfortability starts. And because of that, it becomes a routine thing where the issue isn't solved because you're so comfortable. And that is where I realized that you have to take that time and be patient and solve these issues before it gets to that point, if that makes sense. And when you fail to do that, it blows up. Because one of the most unfortunate things I will say is that somebody might want to change, but it's easier for them not to if they know it's not going to make anything catastrophic happen. And that's why things like this happen, you know what I mean? And you just have to take it day by day and heal and understand that if you want something to work, you need to take the time with yourself and heal with yourself and learn with yourself before you can apply these things to a different person. Now, this is extremely difficult when somebody is close in proximity to you, like physically, because you know that they're like right there and you're like, oh, gosh, I'm spending all this time and I'm trying to enjoy being by myself, but it's hard because they're right here. And I'm in a couple weeks going to get to that point where it's like, I'm going to be forced to really be on my own and heal on my own. And it's scary to me, but it's also an opportunity for me to understand how to live by myself and enjoy myself and be myself before I focus my life on another person. And I think there's beauty in both of those circumstances because it might be one or the other for you. And I think when you are near a person, it is extremely difficult, but it also teaches you a discipline in a sense. If you have the ability to just tell yourself, you know what, if I take the time, good things will come, you know? And I mean, you guys probably heard the quote, you know, good things come to those who wait. Weird that it's from Silence of the Lambs. I just learned that like a week ago, but I think it is unfortunately really true. And I've realized that when I took the time to heal and I allowed this other person to heal, such amazing things have been coming for the both of us, to where we have realized that if we continue this patience and we continue to grow and enjoy ourselves and understand, recognize those mistakes and understand how to fix those when the time comes that things can continue again, it's going to be something that's amazing and beautiful. And I'm just really grateful that I got to the point where I accepted these things because it was really hard. And that's why I want to tell you guys, because I understand how difficult it can be in the heat of the moment where you haven't gotten to that point of success. And I'm just now getting there, truly. Me and this person are just now getting there. And I think that it is a very beautiful thing to be able to celebrate, but it's something that comes when you grow on your own, you know what I mean? So my advice to you is go out there, live your life, and learn your lessons, and grieve. Grieve whoever you need to grieve. If it's in a situation like mine where there is potential for fixing, go after that. Seriously, go after that. Don't listen to outside influences unless it's genuinely something that you need to listen to. But if you are sure of something and you understand what needs to be done and it's mutually agreed, take the time, work on it, and know that distance is going to make things better. And it's hard because you don't want to be apart, but you learn how to miss somebody and it gives you a reason to keep going. It gives you a reason to fix yourself. And it's hard to say a lot of the times, but everybody needs to fix themselves in some way, you know, and that's okay. But that's what I want to tell you guys. And this is, of course, this is very subjective and it's very circumstantial. And it just, in my situation, applies to me, and I'm sure it applies to some people, but try and implement these ideas in your life if you realize that it's necessary, and take your time, because we are only here once, and which is what makes it kind of harder, because you're like, well, I want to just live like this, but you have to understand that if you want the time you have here to exist fulfillingly and properly and lovingly, you have to work and you have to wait and you have to just exist and grieve and live in these things so that you can get to that point where you're living that happy life. You know what I mean? And it's hard at the moment. It's still hard for me right now. Trust me. I have so much more time to go. I truly do. But I've come to the understanding that the journey I'm taking now is going to bring me to a really beautiful place that I know I want myself to be at. You know what I mean? And I personally don't believe in like destiny or anything being meant to be. That's just how I've lived my life. I had that mindset and I realized that it didn't assist me in getting to the place that I want. I truly believe that the outcome is the consequence of our actions, and if you put in that work and it is mutual, you are going to get where you want, okay? And I'm always going to be here to support you guys and give you advice, and if you want me to talk about anything, again, please always let me know. But yeah, I guess that's it for today. And like I said, let me know if you want me to talk about anything, and if you need any advice, again, you can always DM me. I'll put my Instagram in the comments, or no, in the caption, in the bio. I don't know what that's called. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys soon.